All right, we're going to be doing a little bit of a mixed bag scrap out today. Oh, the path is getting thinner sometimes, it seems. But I've been 2 days in here getting rid of some junk, and I've got a couple little things I thought were interesting that I wanted to scrap out. One was these. I had boxes and boxes of these old alarm systems. This might be down my last one, but I just scrapped one. I was like, I forgot how cool some of the old stuff was. I just scrapped out an old 1995 printer, Canon. It came in this bag, but yeah, the Canon. And my charger wasn't, or my camera wasn't charged, so I didn't I worry about recording it. But man, I wish I would, because I've got this old board here, and it's just beautiful. You know, there was nothing in that. There's no EEPROM here, unfortunately, but some of these old packs, flat packs, just so thick. I love breaking into them. But I'm gonna get set up and break down a couple things. Stand by. All right, I think we're recording. These new GoPros are amazing. Let me turn off my big old fan so you can hear me better. Look at that death pile of laptops. Ugh, I hate doing laptops. It's the absolute worst. Got some nice vintage fishing equipment in. Thought it was really cool. Still pretty well. Okay. So this has got some little security kind of bolt. I have security bits, but usually I just, if I'm not trying to keep something intact to resell, I usually just crush it. So I really don't know what this security bolt is, so I'm gonna go ahead and just smash it like usual. And I need to be wearing gloves because it's a lot easier not to, but man, my hands are in rough shape since I've been doing urban mining and e-waste recovery. It's just brutal. Okay, so I'm just gonna give it some loud flip it, twist it, and reverse it. I wonder what that was. Ah, my magnets. Boom. Open. Okay. If I was smarter, I would have worn goggles. I got these baller DeWalt clear goggles, but just like everything else in this workshop, they walk up and disappear. Those are my tinted ones. Anyways, okay, so what we've got here, I'm going to get a little closer. These two, I guess, maybe they're alarms. We've got a nice copper motor, nice tall crystal oscillator. But you can see these little yellow nipples. Those are actually old tantalum capacitors. We got some EEPROM tantalum capacitor here, 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 and here. So 4 of them. We've also got these blue 4 switch. You can see they're gold plated on the back. You know, the old stuff, they used a lot of precious metal materials, unlike kind of the new stuff where it's just like flashing and whatnot. To get this out, you actually kind of pull the board out, and the brass where you plug it in is connected. So I'll go ahead and start that process. Here, I got to break this corner. I probably did 20 of these before realizing the switches were gold plate. You know, everyone learns at their own pace, and you start with the obvious stuff, right? RAM 6 and PCUs and fingerboards, anything gold and shiny. And then you kind of, I moved to flat packs, BGAs. Then I learned about MLCCs, things like that. And you start learning what's got silver in it, platinum, palladium, gold. That's trash, man. I'm the worst aim. That's trash. And you can see the little brass prong here. Usually, oh man, it just came right. Oh, there's a screw on it. That's why. No matter how many times you scrap something, sometimes you always forget. This might not go well because I've already taken off. Yeah, it's just gonna spin. So we'll do it the hard way. There you go. I was wondering because the last one I did, this brass guy came off so easily because I took it off the screw. When I'm breaking down, I try to have my station set up to where I'm putting wire here, ribbon wire, well actually ribbon wire's here, brass, whatever. It's all, as of the last 2 days, I've been breaking down flat screen TVs. Nothing's where it's supposed to, so I'm just gonna throw it randomly. I really do. I try to keep a neat workspace, but you would never know it. Okay, so here's the switch. Go ahead and just kind of grab it with my side cutters. Sometimes some of the prongs stay on, like one there just stayed on. Most of them got. I'm gonna put that in my gold. I don't know what the platinum, that plate's doing there. And then I'm gonna take that last one, put it in there. One of the tantalum capacitors is kind of hard to reach, so I usually just grab my needle noses because you can get in there and just kind of twist, and usually you can get it pretty easily. Boom, there it is. Tantalum capacitor. Tantalum capacitor. When there's just like 4 and I can kind of see where they are, I'll just grab them with something before using my air hammer. See if this side snips work better here. Because air hammers tend to fling things around. So I'm going to put these up because I might lose them easily. That's where I keep my... And I don't separate my black and yellow tantalums. I just kind of put them together. I don't think there's a reason to go that far. Crystal oscillator, nice, one of the tall ones. Sort that out for later. Okay, so now we've just got these discs. Let's kind of take a look at them just so you can see what's in there. Come on. These usually come off so easily. Okay, so it's like a mirror, plastic base. I don't know if these are sensors. This is from some home alarm system that there's a place in Nashville. It's a really rich area called Belle Meade that has all these old homes, and this was like a security system, easily from the 90s, you know, before wireless and cell phones. So I'm really not quite sure what that was, but it's interesting. So I'm going to get these E-prongs. The other one's back here, so all right. Go ahead and just shut that off. That's annoying. And since I don't have goggles on, I really just kind of shut my eyes, and you can tell I kind of went everywhere on that. Usually I'm a lot more precise when I have my goggles on, but it's hard to wear the GoPro headset and also the goggles. Okay, so I found a little MLCC there. So there we go. Old alarm system of something, you know, plug-in sensor. Not sure what that is. And I guess while I got you on the real monitor, we're gonna do this vintage. It's basically like a jet direct print driver, I think. I looked it up. They don't sell very well on eBay. You know, it's just one of those items that, you know, printers, there's a couple printers that do really sell well, vintage printers, but a lot of this, like, just hardware, unless it's a computer or slot card or something like that, yeah, it goes for only a couple bucks. My rule of thumb is I'm not gonna list anything unless I can make 20 bucks on it, and that's profit. That's after shipping and fees and everything. Yeah, the only really exception to that rule is if I find something that maybe is like 5 or 10 of them, like I get a lot. For example, I found some really nice handmade cards, like, you know, I found like 100 of them, and I only had to lift it once, and then you know, I sell them for $4.50, but I've sold over the last year, you know, 30 of them, and it's just one of those nice little filler items. Let's see if this fits. Again, this is not how my normal setup goes. I was breaking down TVs over here. You can see there we got like 3, 4, man, we've got 5 left, which is 6 left, which is amazing. This stack was out to here yesterday. I probably did 10 to 15 you know, flat screen TVs. I get probably the most of those. And you know, flat screen TVs, I might actually do a video on it, because if they're older, they're just scrap value, right? You're just getting the boards and the aluminum and gold pieces out of them. But if they're at all new, you can, what is called a repair kit sale, where you take out all the pieces and you sell them in a lot. So you take out the power board and the main board, and maybe even the TV stand, and you know, the remote sensors and whatever else, and you just sell it to people that companies that repair TVs, or someone who's trying to repair a TV they don't want to go out to Costco or wherever and buy a new one. Man, this is all messing me up. Because I've got all my stuff over there. You know what? I'm just going to bring it with me so I can stop doing this. And actually, when I was breaking down my alarm, those other alarms earlier, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to record it today because everything's out of place and I don't want to look like an idiot. And here I am recording with everything out of place. Okay. This is what I needed. This bad boy. Right here. I am a Ryobi guy. Some people have their brand, you know, DeWalt, stuff like that. I don't do professional building. I don't need the heavy duty stuff. I think Ryobi is a great company when it comes to just, you know, everyday needs. But I'm also a designer, and that color is a really close color to what my favorite color is. My favorite color is Pantone 379, which is like a lime green. Let's see what's in the... Ooh, look at those beautiful, thick flat packs. Man, that makes me happy. Got some tantalum capacitors, some crystal oscillators. I'm sure there's some gold pins in here. I usually don't take these off, though, because I think the weight is really good weight. So I'll leave those on. And since I'm not a refiner yet, I don't take them. Usually I try not to, you know, I'm not going to break this down. I'm going to wait. I have, I don't know, 1,000 pounds of boards that I've got to depopulate. It's getting pretty ridiculous. Let's see. I'm going to take a break here just for a sec and correct this phone that's not working. Okay, we're back. I am in cinematic view, which is a new... Usually I do my videos in standard, but I want to see what it looks like in cinematic, so that is why you're seeing a difference right now from if you watched the last one. If you didn't watch the last one, which is more likely, then you have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, what was I doing? All right. These digital... This is actually a nice one. It's a Westinghouse. It's a digital picture display. I don't have the charger for it to test it. It's probably standard, but, you know, it was given to me. I don't really need one. So I'm going to take it apart. And I don't see any obvious screws. And since I am not keeping it or trying to resell it, it gets the hammer. Wow, that is wood. Okay. That's why it didn't pop right open. All right, so rubbish. Still not a whole lot of visible screws, but we've got some clips here. Oh yeah, there screws in the corner. So tiny, tiny, tiny. Of course, I took my tiny out. Come on. And where did I put it? There it is. All right. And I hope you all are watching at like 1.2 speed, or at least. Because time is money. Okay. Boom. That came open. These screens, I used to want to try to figure out, you know, how to reuse the screens. Big flat TVs, I definitely reuse. Let me get this gold end here. I'm going to be making some light boxes out of them, but these I just don't know. So they go into, and actually this is not rubbish. This is the that wood's got to come out. This is the shred or steel that goes by the ton. Basically, I'm just going to learn as you learn. I mean, I've never really opened one of these up. It's got actually a nice pens for the those old flat card readers, memory cards, but not much is happening. Otherwise, it's a low end or a low quality board, which I'm pretty much turning everything into. There's some exceptions, like there's some it's plastic and it is not recyclable, unfortunately. Speaking of recyclable, I can't believe that we haven't figured out, in all our wisdom and technology, a universal recyclable plastic for electronics. I mean, it's like 7, 6, 9, 11, 10, and my city only. Why am I cutting this? My city only recycles 1 and 2. So it's just, and I don't know of anyone who takes plastic. Not saying it doesn't exist. Please comment and let me know if it does. But man, the plastic is an issue. It's bad. The amount of plastic rubbish that I take to the dump on a weekly basis, and that's the stuff that doesn't just go right into my pickup trash can. My trash can is full every week, like to the brim, where I'm filling up truck with a lot of plastic stuff, man. Oh, I didn't even see the other side. Look at that. Crystal oscillators galore. Nanya business. That's what my daughter says to me on everything I ask her what she's doing. Nanya. Some tantalum capacitors. That's about it. It's going into the pile. Bam. What's another one I was going to do? Why I got you. I'll do this little Belkin. I know it's not too exciting stuff today, but I wanted to get some content done. I don't know about y'all. Oh, this is an HP charging station. HP Ultra Slim docking station. I don't have any of the power cords for this. It looks relatively new, but it's gonna be getting scrapped. So actually, I'll do this Belkin real quick, then I'll do that, and then we'll call it. Nope. Nice. There it is. Okay. Give it the hammer. Okay. Crystal oscillator. That's about the only thing on here that we want to keep the weight on. A lot of these gold pins and Ethernet and cable or telephone, they don't have enough. Since this has just one chip, I'm gonna go ahead and take it. And ooh, it's nice and bubbly on the bottom. Take that, and then this is gonna go into the already low. Well, that was anticlimactic, Belkin. Not much in there. Oh, I hate these. I'm actually I guess my photo thing fell over while I was hammering. What I've been doing, I've been stacking these up to like as far as they can go. And then I'll process them all in one setting. I haven't made the count how many it goes, but it's about 30 where I stack them up to. I'm gonna draw a line on the wall, and every time it gets to the top and I process it, I'm gonna buy myself $20 worth of gold or silver as a reward, because man, those DVD drives are a pain, and there's not much in them. But there's enough in them where you don't want to just throw them away. I've seen some scrappers and refiners that just toss them. I guess eWaste bin is one that tosses them, especially the new ones. If they're a pain in the butt to get out of a computer, yeah, I'm going to toss them. But if I can get them and they're old, they're coming with me. They've got really a lot of the ribbon wires that come out of them have great gold content on the end. I mean, as far as gold per inch in eWaste, it's really quite nice. Okay, so this is a little star bit. Yep. And we'll get these done and see what's inside here. All right, screws are out. It did not just pop, it did pop out easy. All right, so this is obviously plastic, but this is a solid strip of steel. So that goes into the steel. If there's any really plastic, the way I look at it is if it's more metal than plastic, weight-wise, boom, it goes into the scrap. All right, there's not a whole lot of anything in here. I gotta get my precision. Here it is. Down for this. There's one screw, two screw. I can't stand having to use the precision stuff. I've gotten really spoiled with the automatic drills. Okay, it looks like we got some ribbon going into it. Ooh, that's really thick. Okay, get that before I forget it. All right, so here's the low-grade board. It's got, USBs, which have nice gold bearing solutions in it. You need thousands of them, I think. I like the weight more, except for these HDMIs. I'm gonna go ahead and, oops, wrong one. I'm gonna go ahead and grab those if they come out easy, which they do. Of course, look at that. All the gold pins came out, and so that's just steel, which is fine. It just makes it easier down the road. I'll do that again, see if we can, oh look, nice. Lightning struck twice. Okay. Usually I just reach up there, but I can imagine the view is really bad. I guess these plates fell in here. Take those out. Okay, and then just snip. Perfect. All right. There are some MLCCs on here, some tiny little flat packs, but I'd say for the most part, that's just gonna go. All right, look at those pins. Okay. And then we had that ribbon wire. When I first started, I guess the tape they use is like a yellow hue. It's just copper in there. At best, it's copper in there. Now the ends are gold, but or gold plated. But I used to think it was like solid gold when I first started. Okay, what is this thing? It's like trying to come out. See how it slides there? Oh, it's this guy. You know what I'm gonna do? Yeah, stupid. Time is money. And then right. Let's see what all that fuss was about. There's a little tiny little board in there, but not worth getting. You know, there's these little brass in the plastic holes, you know, to hold the screws to be more secure, where it's not metal and plastic, it's metal and brass. I can't bother with that stuff. You know, just the amount of time that it would take. What is it? It's just not worth it. So that is going to go into metal because of the brass. And then this is what I was fighting for, which turns out ain't much. So I'm just going to pop it. Okay. Wow. It's a whole lot of trouble for nothing. Just some basic gold stuff, so I'll process that later. All right, I think, you know, that's really about it. I just wanted to get something done today, show you, and I'm going to see if this computer can be saved, but these 4 computers, probably next 5 computers. All right, y'all have a good one. Hope you're enjoying quarantine. Get shit done.